Dear sisters and brothers, I wish you a very happy Easter and a blessed Easter season. I am grateful for your presence at this regional consultation. Thank you for taking the time to contribute your feedback and ideas at this crucial time in the history of our diocese. It would be important for you to know that nothing has been decided as yet. Your presence and participation is vital to the process. Over the past 10 years as your bishop, I have traveled frequently and extensively throughout our diocese. I have been blessed to celebrate with you your faith and witness to your commitment to the Church. Thank you for participating in this important project to revitalize and realign our diocese for evangelization and discipleship. We are celebrating this year our 175th anniversary as a diocese. I hope you are embracing the grace of belonging to our diocesan church, a reflection of the universal church founded by Jesus Christ. We are 115,000 Catholics in the Diocese of Saint John, which covers 51% of New Brunswick. At present, 10% of our people are regular churchgoers, and that includes you. I'm grateful for your presence and involvement. Needless to say, I'm also interested in our sisters and brothers who are away from the Church for any reason. My hope and prayer is that our efforts to revitalize the diocese will bring as many of them as possible into a renewed relationship with Jesus and our Catholic faith. We want our diocese to be a community of missionary disciples, an evangelizing community which gives Jesus Christ to the world in which we live. We want full churches on Sunday. We want our parishes to be intergenerational, that is, parishes that include children, teens, young adults, middle-aged persons, and seniors. We want our parishes to be centers of community life in our cities, towns, and villages, constantly seeking and serving those on the margins and most in need. We want to belong to a community of disciples who are constantly growing, sharing their faith, a community of missionary disciples who support one another and lead others to Jesus Christ. Yet, as we know, unfortunately, that is not the reality in many of our parishes. It may have been at one time, but how times have changed. As a newly ordained priest in Montreal 48 years ago, I served in a parish that had over 6,000 people coming to Mass each Sunday. Today, the entire region of Saint John from Sussex to St. Stephen has a little more than 6,000 people attending Mass in 31 churches. It is not realistic or fair to expect 6,000 mostly older churchgoers to support 31 parishes. Nor is it realistic or fair to expect that 6,000 churchgoers in the Miramichi and Fredericton regions to support 52 churches. We have a system of parishes built for a time that no longer exists. And so, as has happened many times in our 175-year history, we must realign our parishes to best serve the gospel and our people in this day and time. As you have already heard, the bishops of the Atlantic region had occasion to go to Rome to report on the life of our dioceses, sharing both the good things as well as the challenges we are now facing in our dioceses. On March 16th, I met with Pope Francis, and I asked him for his advice. The Holy Father was listening most intently. Then he said to me while looking at me, "I like what I have heard you say, that you are including the people in the process. And remember the Holy Spirit." I have continuously affirmed that all of you are co-responsible for our church. Laity, consecrated persons, and ordained, all of us, according to our respective vocations, are co-responsible for the church's being and action. In 2012, we published our diocesan pastoral plan. Our intention was to begin to revitalize our diocesan church. Since January 2016, our project of revitalization and realignment for discipleship and evangelization has been moving forward. I am delighted to report that 55% of our churchgoers completed the Disciple Maker Index survey. I am most grateful to all of you who participated. In June 2016, I asked a group of 27 persons composed of laywomen, laymen, and priests to constitute 3 regional work groups to prayerfully study the reality in their region and draft some potential models to revitalize and realign parish life in their region. I'm grateful for their generous commitment of time, prayer, and energy to give you models to consider. But those models are not complete as they are missing a key piece of feedback, yours. Once again, I'm grateful for your participation in this process to create a plan to revitalize and realign our diocese for the next chapter in our history. In February 2017, the priests of the diocese reviewed the proposed models and provided their input. I'm grateful to all of the priests who participated in that historic presbyteral assembly. Chères sœurs et frères, je vous souhaite de joyeuses et saintes Pâques. Je suis très reconnaissant de votre présence à cette consultation régionale pour nous offrir votre rétroaction et vos recommandations à ce moment critique pour notre diocèse. Nous voulons faire de notre diocèse une communauté de disciples missionnaires, une communauté évangélisatrice qui représente Jésus-Christ à notre monde. J'ai toujours affirmé que nous sommes tous co-responsables de notre Église, laïcs, personnes consacrées, personnes ordonnées. Je vous prie de discuter de ces plans avec vos familles, vos amis et les autres personnes de votre paroisse. Je vous demande de prier et de demander à Dieu de nous aider à percevoir la voie à suivre pour notre diocèse. Afin de recueillir autant de commentaires que possible, je vous prie de nous faire parvenir vos idées avant le dimanche de la Pentecôte, c'est-à-dire le 4 juin. En faisant confiance à la grande bonté de Dieu et en travaillant ensemble, je suis convaincu que nous y arriverons. These regional consultations are taking place during the Easter season. I'm asking you to discuss these plans with your family, friends, and fellow parishioners over the next month. I'm asking you to pray about this and ask God to help us all to understand where we are being called as a diocese. And so that we can hear from as many people as possible, I'm asking you to share your feedback and ideas by Pentecost Sunday, which is June the 4th this year. Finally, I am asking you to join me in following Pope Francis's advice and remember the Holy Spirit in the process. May this time of transition be a start of a new Pentecost for the Diocese of Saint John. I'm looking forward to seeing the fruits of this journey with you as we revitalize our diocesan church, as we grow more vibrant faith communities, as we share the love and mercy of Jesus with those around us. Let us find the solution which we can all embrace as we pursue the plan that God has for us, for a future full of hope. Trusting in God's providence and working together, I am confident we can make it happen.